The Dallas Cowboys are in Carolina tonight for a game with the Panthers, one that has some huge implications for the playoffs. And some sideline soap opera drama for quarterback Tony Romo. Fox 4's Mike Ducey is live tonight in Charlotte. Hi, Mike.
Richard, good evening to you. Yeah, a lot of storylines going into this one. Cowboys at 12-2, trying to keep inside track for home field throughout the playoffs. Panthers barely alive in the playoff chase at 6-8. Roy Williams is out, suspended. Center Andre Gerard is out with a knee injury. But the big story, the condition of Tony Romo's right thumb. Cowboys arriving for work not long ago. And everybody says, including Jerry Jones, that Romo will be okay. He won't be affected by the thumb tonight. We'll see. Terrell Owens had those Jessica Simpson comments during the week. Later said he was just kidding. That added some spice to the week, didn't it? But the big concern tonight is still about the health of the quarterback, who did not talk to the media this week. Instead, Wade Phillips kept us informed on the condition of his QB's thumb.
He seemed to get better and better as the practice went along as far as his thumb and throwing the football. He threw the ball downfield, so it looks like he's going to play.
And in fact, he will play tonight. Again, warming up before the game, looked okay, thumb not wrapped as he got ready to go here tonight for the game. Panthers and Cowboys coming up on May 27. Rich, nice football weather right now, cool, mid-40s, chance of rain as the game progresses, and that's a potential problem for Romo if the thumb is a little stiff, having to grip a wet football, but it may not come to that. Richard?
I hate to get serious with you here, Mike, but I'm holding up one of these masks of Jessica Simpson. Are we to see thousands of those things in the stands? Oh, you got your own, all right.
Everybody's got one here, although I heard everybody was going to have one. To be honest with you, the exit where we're standing, we've seen many more Cowboy fans come through than we have Panther fans. I think that's going to be the bigger fan storyline tonight. One of the columnists this morning speculated that as many as 40% of the crowd tonight, as much as 40% of the crowd could be Cowboy fans. A lot of Romo jerseys walking around this city today, so I think that may end up being a bigger storyline than the Jessica Simpson mask, but I'm sure you'll see an obligatory shot or 10 or 20 of these in the stands tonight. Richard, we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Do see the best in the game. Thank you, brother. Again, you can see the
Panthers 20-13 last night, but the win was bittersweet. T.O. hurt his ankle in the first half of the game. New today, NBC5's Derek Castillo has more from Charlotte.
It wasn't a thing of beauty, but the Cowboys do leave Carolina with a win. They also leave with an injury to one of their star players, Terrell Owens, a sprained ankle. Tests are negative. He will undergo more tests on Sunday.
Don't look bad. We know he's a good and quick healer. He's in great spirits, and so as these high ankle sprains go from we feel pretty good about it. That doesn't mean he's necessarily playing next week.
Definitely hurts because he's your biggest playmaker and what he brings to the table. And obviously, he's the deep ball threat that we have. But I was impressed with Sam and Hurd and Miles Austin, the way they came in. Obviously, Patrick stepped it up.
So with the win, the Cowboys improved to 13-2. One more win next week at Washington, and the Cowboys would assure themselves of home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Derek Castillo, NBC5 with the Cowboys in Charlotte, North Carolina.
And coming up at 6:30, we'll hear from Tony Romo about the win and about Jessica Simpson being in the stands yesterday. Quarterback Tony Romo bounced back from his worst game of the season last week against the Eagles, and yes, Jessica Simpson was in attendance.
The Jessica Simpson stuff, the T.O. stuff, the stuff just comes up. I mean, the fact that the Dallas Cowboys, are a terrible football team after last week, and I think that's just stuff for people to talk about, and I don't let that stuff affect me.
It's all good with you.
And Tony Romo is now actually 3-1 in games where Simpson is in attendance. The Cowboys turned their attention to the Carolina Panthers last night as they tried to start a new winning streak. It had been a rough week for the Cowboys after losing to the Eagles at home last Sunday. There was a lot of talk about Tony Romo's performance and his relationship with Jessica Simpson. Then T.O. joked about Jessica's impact on Romo's play last week, but Romo says he tried to ignore all that.
I knew we needed to come out here and get a win, and I just needed to get myself, in the right frame of mind to play at my best. And I felt like this week it was just there's so many distractions about just junk sometimes.
With last night's 20-13 victory, America's team is now 13-2. They can clinch home field advantage today if the Green Bay Packers lose to the Chicago Bears. Terrell Owens did get injured during the game. Gina Miller will have more on T.O.'s injury in about 10 minutes.
Last week there was a bad game I played. You know, we didn't win the football game for the first time in 8 weeks. And, you know, the Jessica Simpson stuff, the T.O. comments, and, you know, just all this stuff just would pile on. And for the first time, I really found myself really not caring about too much other than playing football. I'm going to try and do things the right way, and I'm going to try and do everything I can to help this team win. And that's basically the way I live. And so when people write bad stuff or things of that nature about me, you know, okay, it's going to go away in 2 months anyway. You're just trying to win football games. And
a race for home field in the NFC. Cowboys will clinch home field advantage. Tony Romo's not going to put this one in his scrapbook, but he took his team on the road, won a physical game that they needed. Teflon Tony, maybe. It sort of bounced off all the stuff from last week, got it done here.
I think he's handled himself like a star, like a superstar is supposed to. One, is anybody out there who suggests everybody had fun and at the expense of Tony and Jessica Simpson, is the fact that this guy lost the game last week because he didn't play well. It had nothing to do with the girlfriend support. But here's what happened. Early in this game, was it the thumb? You don't know. Look how wide his base is here. Wide base equals low elbow equals high throw equals incompletion. Okay, and then listen, Tony, I love his guts. Show me a guy without guts, I'll show you a loser, and Tony's got it, able to smile off a forced ball. Now here, I want you to see the difference in the mechanics. First of all, that blue dart coming off his arm, his thumb's fine. Look how the base is underneath him. Gets on top of the throw, elbow higher than the shoulder, delivers it, and then again over the middle, down the middle, getting it to completion. The thumb is fine, Tony Romo's fine. Enough with the suggestions. The guy had a bad game, was able to bounce back. The suggestions about the girlfriend and the distraction. This guy's a football player, a great talent, had a marvelous season, and the Cowboys are going to go where he's going to take them. And he didn't play his best game tonight, but he did enough and under tough circumstances to come back and win. Adrenaline got going with that thumb. That's not going to be a problem.
So 1 week
after last week, there was a bad game I played. You know, we didn't win the football game for the first time in 8 weeks. And, you know, the Jessica Simpson stuff, the T.O. comments, and, you know, just all this stuff just would pile on. And for the first time, I really found myself really not caring about too much other than playing football.
Romo completes this one. Patrick Creighton good enough for a first down.
I don't care how perception is of me. It's going to go away in 2 months anyway. You're just trying to win football games. And so I let it roll right off my back. It doesn't really bother me. But it hurts me when it hurts people that are close to you. You know, the Jessica Simpson stuff, the T.O. stuff, that stuff just comes up. I mean, the fact that Dallas Cowboys, you know, are a terrible football team after last week, you know, and I think that's just stuff for people to talk about, and I don't let that stuff affect me.
Why didn't you talk to anybody this week?
I just put tunnel vision on. You know, I knew we needed to come out here and get a win, and I just needed to get myself, you know, in the right frame of mind to play at my best. And I felt like this week it was just there's so many distractions about just junk sometimes, and you know, I felt like the important thing was for my team was to get myself into football mode 24/7, and I have been like that. It's just, you know, media-wise is the only thing I took, you know, change from last week.
And what about distractions? There weren't any, really. The Cowboys did not quite get to 24 points, but Romo provided the glue. That's even with a new center and without T.O. for more than half the game. Nita Wiggins reporting from Carolina.